Hey, so it's been a while since I have documented my blowout. I would say I have noticed growth since the last blowout that I documented at least. So today it's raining and I just don't feel like dealing with the poof and the frizz, so I'm going to flat twist this hair. I have already put on some of this Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine leave-in conditioning cream. I love the smell of it. I don't feel like it has a lot of lasting power, but it's cheap, smells good, it helps with the styling, so it works for that purpose. So I've put it kind of all over my hair, focusing on the ends. Then I'm going to seal with my oil mixture. I need to get a new bottle, but this has olive oil, almond oil, vitamin E, jojoba, and some tea tree oil to help with the itchy scalp, and Jamaican black castor oil, I think. I didn't say that. So I'm going to add this, especially to the ends. And that tea tree you can definitely smell. I'm using this because I will be washing my hair soon. Since I put the tea tree oil in, this has become a wash oil because I just really don't like the smell of tea tree oil. But since it costs me so much, I'm still trying to use the rest of it. It is pretty effective with eczema and such, but I think it works best if you add a few drops to your shampoo, so that you can wash that out and then still have the conditioner and deep conditioner to go into your hair that kind of get that smell out. So anyway, I'm going to part this hair over closer to one side. There. And then part down the middle with my fingers because I can't imagine what that would feel like with the comb. So I'm going to take this one side over and out of the way. And I'm not really worried about it being perfect because I'm not going to just wear the part's not the main focus here. So, okay. So I've been using this all week, this Beautiful Textures Edge and Ends Silkener. Like I've said and will continue to say, I don't think, especially for my natural hair, that there is any hope of having my edges be sleek and straight. And I don't know what the point of that would be, really. I went natural to not have straight hair. So, but I do feel like it kind of gives a little hold to it, and it's better than gel as far as the buildup that I experience when I use gel. So I'm going to use my Curl Enhancing Smoothie from Shea Moisture, my favorite product. As you can see, the bottle's completely empty except for a little bit right here, which is what I'm going to use. Walgreens was having a sale, so I did get some more, and it was buy one, get one free. I always miss that, so I'm really excited I got it. Now I'm thinking I should have just gotten more of this, but instead I got some of the Shea Moisture shampoo because I hadn't had any in a while, and I don't like the shampoo enough to spend $10 on it, but I'll spend free on it. So I'm adding this to kind of help with the styling of my hair and get it to kind of stay, because as you can see I have a lot of hair and it doesn't tend to like to do what I want it to do. So then we're going to come in with the edge stuff and put it on the edges. And this has a weird, like, it smells like it's old, like I've had it for 5 years, and it's not, and so that's weird to me that a product would smell this way. I hope it hadn't been sitting on the shelves for a year or two before I bought it, but I doubt it. I think it's still pretty new. But everybody's making edge control stuff nowadays, so who can tell? Okay. Starting at the ends which is what you always want to do when you're detangling natural hair, especially in a dry state. I feel like once you add product to it, it's not as risky to comb natural hair that's dry, but still it's not as good as combing it when it's wet. Less chance of breakage and pulling and all that good stuff. And so I guess since I made a conscious effort this time when I did my hair not to comb through it once it was dry. When I styled it up, I just used my brush and didn't comb it through. And so I think it's still pretty detangled from when I detangled it initially when I washed it. So let's tempt this with all this hair. It's always a daunting task. If anyone wants to volunteer to come do my hair, I will take it. As long as you know what you're doing. So I find doing smaller sections works best, because if you grab too much hair, it'll just unravel. And so it feels like it's taking forever to get through these sections. And then you want to make sure you don't miss a section as you pass through. If I can get my fingers through my hair. So I'm at the end, I'm going to check. And the other thing you can always do is like pin it once you're done with the twist. If there's a piece in the middle that's just not to your liking, or there is more hair, like in this section here, there's more hair concentrated there. So I'm going to twist to the ends, and then I'm going to clasp it. Tackle this section. I'll have to open my new bottle. Okay. Edge control. I'm putting this up through the part because I'm going to start there. So again, kind of parting here in the middle because this section here will come across. And see, with all the product in my hair, it's so much easier to comb through, detangle, and it doesn't feel like I'm going to pull out my hair. So we're going to come down with this one. So I'm going to try again. I think that looks better. So you can already kind of see that my part is hard to see because of my fluffy hair. So now what we need are bobby pins, and we're going to take this section, cross it, and stack it here and pin each side. So first section down. Okay, and I'm hoping to be able to use as few bobby pins as possible to cut down on the pain in my head. So there's the back, and it's pulling a little bit. I'm going to pull that hair out a bit because I like all the hairs on my head and I want to keep them. And every time I do this sort of style, one side's always up more. So I'm just going to pretend like that's how I wanted it because I've never been able to get it either way without redoing my hair. And I want to get to work so I can get home. So I feel like a few more, and then maybe one within the puffy section of the twist itself. But I like this little detail. And of course, when you try someone else's ideas, they never really come out exactly like how they did them. And that's perfectly fine. It wasn't a copyrighted hairstyle. Did see this style on YouTube. Yeah. So I do go on YouTube every now and again searching for things. The problem that I find is that I don't see people with as much hair as I have. I see people with thick hair, I see people with 4A, 4B hair, but I usually just don't see people with dense hair like mine. I just have as much hair per capita as I do. Capita? I don't think that's what I meant, but you know what I mean. So